What will you do once you win? What will you do different than what she has done, which is nothing over these last however many years? I think Maxine Waters been in there since I was a little baby. What would you do differently?
You know, like the first thing I do is take a nap, right? Because we never sleep. We work 24/7, and I love it. I feel like I'm back in the military with the work schedule. My team hates it. I love it. Doesn't matter. You know, I make sure they're taken care of.
Yes.
But the first thing that I want to do is I want to sue the state of California. We need to get California back in line with the federal constitution when it comes to taxes.
Yes.
We are overtaxed, and when it comes to development, there's so much taxes and take when it comes to development. When you build something in California, especially Los Angeles, it rises the cost of living. So we have to regulate that. We have no balance in there because we have so many Democrats. So that's the first thing that I'm gonna do. The second thing that I'm going to do is we're going to start incentivizing opportunity zones to bring businesses back to Los Angeles County. We have to do that. And then I know a lot of people get bent out of shape when it comes to rebuilding. They call it gentrification or what have you. But we're going to start building really, really nice high schools, really big high schools. My team is working on the development plans right now.
Nice.
And that's going to be the first start in economic development for our high schools. We're going to have a career wings. We're going to have education wings. You can get certified. You can get trade certified for whatever it is that you want to. I think our children deserve that now.
The Democrats act as though they don't want businesses in California. Look like they are deliberately trying to run the businesses away by raising taxes and bringing in the illegals and all this stuff. Am I saying, what's wrong with them?
You know, I can't speak for any Democrats in California, but what I can say is just the pure lack of leadership. I think they're doing the follow the leader game. If Gavin Newsom says this or if Nancy Pelosi says this, everybody follows in line, because if not, they're going to get whipped. You know, the Democratic Party is a party of slavery, so they still whip their people. You know, you'll whip back into shape if you're not in line with our goals and our missions. They don't have anybody brave enough to step out and say that's wrong.
What would you do about the illegal aliens that are coming in and are here in the city? They are everywhere, everybody and their mama. And now the Democrats want to give them free health care and free houses and free everything. What will you do about the illegal aliens?
Well, the first thing that we have to do is continue with the border security, the border wall. We have to have that wall, not just for illegal immigrants, but for the trafficking, the human trafficking. But we have to stop incentivizing our laws being broken. I mean, if you drink and drive, you go to jail, right? So if they break our laws, which are federal laws, they deserve to get penalized for that as well. They're no better than any American who come here. You know, we have laws, they follow our laws in the United States. But we also have to start creating an easier pathway to citizenship. I mean, we need more immigration attorneys, we need more immigration judges, and we also have to fix the DACA program, because DACA, you know, and I feel very bad for DACA recipients because they're in limbo right now, you know, between citizenship and being illegal, and that's because Obama left the system broken. Hillary Clinton was supposed to win president and fix that, so all the Latinos and Hispanic could vote for Hillary Clinton for the next umpteen years, but it didn't happen that way. But these people were promised something by the U.S. government, by the president. And I think that our president needs to close that gap, give them that pathway to citizenship, but we also have to isolate everyone who is here illegally.
Since they're in limbo, why don't we just send them back and they'll be out of limbo?
Send them back to where?
Mexico.
It sounds easy, but I understand that a lot of those people were here when they were children, so they don't have a home.
Big truck. You want to borrow it?
No, I'm not doing that.
With you. I know that a lot of Mexicans are living in South Central now.
Yeah, sure.
When I first moved to LA, it was none, very few or none. And blacks had really nice homes over there. It was really nice back in '68. And then the illegals start coming in, the gang members start coming from Mexico. And then, so they start running blacks out of those areas. Some blacks went back to the South, to Georgia, different places. What will you do about the gang violence over there?
I think when it comes to gang violence, for one, we have to provide opportunities, right? Jobs, quality jobs that these people, because most of them have felonies, unfortunately, you know, where they can get a job with their felonies, you know, be reacclimated into society. Recidivism is what they call it. And so they can start to move away. That's what economic development does. It cures those problems. And also, we can't criminalize our police department. I mean, we need the police.
Right.
We need the police back. We
Yep.
need more police than what we have, but we also have to have the social training for our officers so they can be able to do their jobs in the inner cities effectively. A lot of times people are being targeted by following the culture, right? The culture from the rappers and the athletes, and they're mistaken for criminals. And it's unfair, it's unfortunate. On the same token, I feel like we need to dress like we, have some sense.
Yeah.
Suits, collar shirts, and like we have something going for
Right.
ourselves. But those are two things that we can do in order to solve the gang culture. We need to get tough on gangs, but we also have to provide opportunities. Because if you're going to be tough on gangs, you have to be able to say, well, this was your option. You had the option to get jobs. But right now, you can't even be tough on gangs because they want to defund the police. Every time a black person is
Yeah.
murdered, everybody want to riot, regardless if that person had on a jacket with spikes in and breaking in cars, and somebody like Maxine jumps out and starts hollering at them.
I know, I saw that.
It's crazy. So, tough on crime, but provide opportunity at the same time to say at least you had an option.
Do gang members don't vote, am I right?
Oh, gang members vote.
They do vote?
Gang members absolutely vote.
So will you be talking to them as well so they can hear your point of view?
I've already started. I have gang members coming to my office and want to talk to me about gang violence now.
Right on.
And the only thing I can say is that's your fault.
Right,
When you're
yeah.
ready to stop gang violence, I'll be ready to help you stop gang violence. But until then, you're gonna have to figure that one out. But gang culture is prevalent. It's part of the culture in South Central Los Angeles. It's a culture that needs to change.
Yeah.
But it can only change whenever they're ready to stop.
I'm glad you're meeting with them because over the years they've only seen black women running things.
Mm-hmm.
And to see a black man taking charge like that, I think it would be encouraging to a lot of them.
It's uncommon to see a black man
Yeah.
running for
Yeah,
office like Congress because, like you said earlier, we grew up and a lot of times with the mothers in the house. So seeing someone like Maxine Waters running for office reminds them of their mother.
Yes.
Because they never had a dad. Now
That's
you
right,
have somebody
man.
like me who's running for office. I'm gonna be your daddy
That's
because you
right.
never had one. Now let me show you the right way to go.
And that's what they're seeking too. They're longing for the love of a father.
Mm-hmm.
Do black people realize that the less government in their life, the better off they are?
Absolutely not.
They don't realize that. And will you be talking to them about that?
No.
Why not?
No, because we have to show them.
What do you mean?
Well, black people in general don't know that much about government.
Oh.
All they know is the government gives us this, the government gives us that. They
Oh,
don't
that's a
know
good
that.
point, man.
Exactly. And so I can talk to them about government all day, but a lot of black people are visual, hands-on learners. So I have to bring them in, I have to show them, less government is better. The reason why is because we could teach you how to build your own businesses. We could teach you how to build businesses without getting all your assets taken by the government. We can teach you how to build quality schools without government, interference into your schools. And so these are things that has to be taught. They've been conditioned for years and years and years to believe that the government is going to take care of them. Why? I have no idea. $22 trillion in debt. I'm supposed to trust that somebody who can't balance a checkbook?
What do you think of the mayor of this city? Garcetti, I think, and the Governor Newsom. What's your impression of those two guys?
I think that Mayor Garcetti, he could be a lot stronger. And he was a U.S. Navy veteran, which surprises me about a lot of his actions. And but on
Do you think that he's under pressure from the so-called black leadership to be weak like that?
I think he's under pressure by a lot of people around him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gavin Newsom is a nut job, period.
Oh, man.
I don't have any...
What a mess.
Because he could do whatever he wants to improve the state of California, and he doesn't. I can't even think of why. But he's a mess.
Is this whole Chinese virus situation, do you think that they're deliberately keeping it going in an attempt to try to get back to White House?
I have no clue. I know that the situation is overblown.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them shut down Chicago because I'm pretty sure violence in Chicago is killing people more than coronavirus. But, that should be a pandemic. That should be a virus.
Yeah.
Even in Los Angeles, gang violence, gun violence, domestic violence kill more people than coronavirus. They need to shut the state down and deal with those issues as well.
Why do you think they don't?
Because it's black people being killed.
And so they don't care?
I can assume that they don't.
And so, but they are like working with other so-called black liberal leaders. Why is it that those people are not forcing the mayor and the governor to do something about it?
Well, when have
They
we
don't
ever...
care either?
You know what? I don't know if they don't care, but I know they can. The opportunity to make a lot of money based on a virus is prevalent right now. But on the same token, I can say that we've never had any so-called black leader actually fight to improve the quality of life for Black America.
Right.
The Congressional Black Caucus, absolutely nothing.
Yep.
NAACP, absolutely nothing. Al Sharpton, all these guys, absolutely nothing. But these are the guys who they put in front of us for us to look up to. I can't do it.
Do the black people recognize that people like Maxine Waters and others have not done anything? They're just there making money and doing for themselves, but not really helping the community or the people?
After they talk to me, they realize it.
Good.